Welcome guys, this is KOK Party Favors. I'm about to assemble a beautiful self-care basket. So I'm going to share with you the items I'm going to include in the basket. The first thing is this beautiful plush throw blanket. This is a 50 by 60 throw blanket. I'm going to put this in there. I've already wrapped it with my Just For You ribbon. And I've added a little red flower head to it as well. I have these house shoes, leopard print house shoes. I have those. I also have this beautiful baby fat wallet. I have Bath and Body Works Winter Candy Apple. This beautiful packaging on that. I have some Spa Glitter Bath Bombs. I have Ferrera Stiletto Rouge Perfume. Beautiful presentation on that. I also have this necklace and earring set. And I'm also going to be using this 3-piece self-care set. The first one is hydrating hand and nail gloves. The middle one is hydrating foot mask. And the one on the end says printed hair mask. So this is like a 3-piece set. Okay, now this set came from Dollar Tree. This came from Dollar General. Of course, Bath and Body Works for this. Rainbow for this perfume. Temu. This is costume jewelry, guys. This is not real diamonds. Dollar Tree. Beautiful house slippers from Temu. Very soft, nice quality. This came from Walmart. The throw blanket came from Walmart, guys. Okay, so I'm going to get my container over here before I start placing in my items. Okay guys, so what I did was put a box in the bottom. I have tissue paper over that. I have a cardboard that I wrapped with tissue paper. So I'm going to put this in. This is going to serve as my base. It's not mandatory. You can just put craft paper in the bottom or tissue paper in the bottom, however you choose to assemble your basket. That's the way I choose to assemble mine. I like to find a box. You can also reshape boxes. You know, if you get deliveries or anything in the mail, a lot of those boxes I take and cut and reshape them to the size of the container that I have. And I always cut this little piece of cardboard here to fit whatever container I'm using. And that gives me a good stable base in which to start decorating my basket. Everybody has their own way that they do their baskets. So everybody just do what's comfortable for you. Okay, so I've typed in my base here. I just taped it in. And I'm going to start with the assembly. So the first thing I want to do is take my largest item, which is my beautiful plush throw blanket. And I'm going to just put it here across the back. I think I might want to have it up a little bit. So I'm going to get some tissue paper. What I'm doing is I'm pulling craft paper off my roll. And I'm going to put it inside of this red tissue paper. And I'm just going to cover it up. Close both ends off. Fold it under. I'm going to sit it there in the back of my container. That's going to give the little height that my blanket needs. Okay, so I like that. That's a nice height. Fix my little blanket up. My little ribbon. Okay, and I think what I'm going to do is put a little tape on this, because it's rolling back and forth. So I want to make sure that I keep this secure. I'm going to take this little roll down here. So I can keep the blanket up at a nice height. Okay, so that makes sure that it won't move around. And then what I'm going to do, I want to have this. I think I want to put this in the back here. Like maybe up like that. In the back. So what I'm going to do is I put 2 of my acrylic dowels in the back, and I am using those for support in the back. So I'm going to tape the dowels to the backs of these packages. And what I did with the packages, I taped 3 of them together. So you just put them in this shape, lay it down on face down. You get these 3 or however many you want to use, and you kind of fan it out so that they overlap one another. Then you turn it over face down, put tape from one end to the other end at the top and bottom, and that gives you support to keep your 3 masks together, okay? Or 2 masks or however many you want to use. And then to keep it stable in the basket, just tape it to your dowels or whatever you want to use as a backer, and that keeps them secure and in one spot. Okay, now the next thing I want to do is add my slippers in. I'm not really sure how I want to put these in. I'm not sure with these. I could put them down in this little blanket. I could do that. Let's go up a little bit so you can see. I could do it like that. I'm not really sure about that. Let's see. I could place them like that as well. Just on the side of the containers, like that. And then there's the other side. Okay, so I'm going to try that, and we're going to see how it goes. The next thing I want to put in is my Bath and Body Works. I think I want that on this side. And then on this side, I would like to put in the bath bombs and the perfume. Let's get the purse in first, or the little wallet. Let's get that in first. We're going to get our wallet in. We're going to make sure that we have that set really nice here and in position. Okay, so we can have that stabilized. I put a little bit of tape on the zipper pull on that side, and then a little bit on the front over here. So we're going to put this house shoe back here. Okay. Now I am going to put some tape under my Fine Fragrance Mist. And this winter candy apple smells so good, guys. Oh, it smells so good. So I'm going to put that in and tape it down to stabilize it to the base, so it won't move around so much, it won't fall over. So I'm going to turn it around. I'm going to move this house shoe for a minute here, and I'm going to put another piece of tape in the back of this fine fragrance mist, because it is top heavy, guys. Okay, then I'm going to put in my winter candy apple lotion. I'm gonna move it again. I should just keep it out until I'm finished. I done moved that house shoe I don't know how many times, guys. So I'm gonna put a piece of tape back here, take both pieces together, and I'm going to take my lotion to the base. And guys, believe me, when you're moving baskets and moving things around, you appreciate all the tape that you use. When you get to your destination and everything is still in the position you put it in, it makes a big difference, guys. Okay, so now I'm going to add I think I might put the shoe this way and the bath bomb here, because I don't want to put it like that. Then I have like an open spot. It looks better going at an angle. I want to fill my space up, and I don't really want to add anything else to this gift, because if I do, I have to increase the price. I do not have an idea what I'm going to charge for this yet. So just in case somebody leaves a comment, how much is it? I don't know yet. I can just tell you to be between 50 and 100. For those who are really, really curious. Some people are just really, really curious. So it'll be between 50 and 100. And hopefully that helps. I did do a video, a live on pricing my baskets. So if you need an idea of what I charge on my baskets, you can go to that video. I priced every basket pretty much that I have for sale for this holiday season. So if you really want to get pricing, you can go there. I have pricing for my toy holiday baskets and my personal care baskets. I have pricing for both. Get a little. Okay, guys. So here's the beautiful gift. It's really nice. You got your throw blanket, you got your cozy little house slippers, you have your purse, all in the leopard print. Then you have your hydrating hand and nail glove here. You have your hydrating foot mask here. You have your pretty hair mask here. Then you have your beautiful glitter bath bombs in the gold color. You have gorgeous, gorgeous costume jewelry, necklace and earring set. You have the Ferrera Stiletto Rouge perfume. Then you have the Winter Candy Apple Bath and Body Works lotion and fine fragrance mist. Any woman would love to receive a gift like this, guys. I think it turned out absolutely gorgeous. I hope you guys like it. All right, guys. So now I am going to trying to see if I want to shrink wrap this, or I may not want to shrink wrap it for the simple reason of this here, because this will be really distorted if I were to shrink wrap it. So I am going to measure my cello, and I am going to cello wrap it. Okay. So let me get my little jute string here. I was going to leave it red at the bottom, but I think it needs something. And so I'm going to just fill in just fill this portion in. I'm going to take my little jewelry box to this perfume bottle. Let's see. Okay. So now I have that gold in there. That looks really good, guys. Just fill that in a little bit. Make sure I got all this shred out the way. Okay, guys, now I am going to tape my bag shut. I'll tape the cello wrap shut. So I'm just going to gather it up in the center. I'm going to fold it over on both sides. Okay, so I'm going to use my jute and just do a temporary closure. Beautiful gift. Now what I'm going to do is get a bow designed for this gift, and I want to use my Bodabra, guys, which would be my first time using it on camera. I've used it several times and I absolutely love it. So I'm going to move my basket over. And this is the box for my Bodabra. got it from Amazon. It's really, really nice. And so what I'm going to do is make my first bow for you guys on camera. I have really enjoyed it because once you make a large bow, it gets kind of hard to hold it in your hands. So that was the only problem that I would have with if I made a bow that was large. It'd be hard for me to hold it and keep that shape. Okay, so what you do first is take you some wire, ribbon wire, or ribbon tie, whatever you want to call it. I am using the Bodabra brand of bow wire, and this is how it looks. Wire does come with the Bodabra, but I ordered extra. So what you do is you take this, let me make sure that I have it down here where you can see it. And what you do is take your wire, your bow wire, give you a nice long piece. This one here is about, let's see, 16. I'll tell you how long this one is. This one is about 23 inches. You take it and fold it in half, like that, and you put it down in your Bodabra like that, okay? So just take it and put it down in between those two plastic pieces, and you fold it under your Bodabra like that. Sit your Bodabra down. Okay, so now you can start working with your ribbon. So what I'm going to do is just pull a nice amount of ribbon from around the spool. I'm using 2 pieces of ribbon. I am using this beautiful red and the beautiful gold. And I'm going to keep it overlapping like that. I think that looks really pretty. Now with the Bodabra, you're going to have to be very careful if you have ribbon that is one-sided, which means that you have a shiny side and a dull side. Well, that one's not really dull, but it's not as shiny. And with the gold as well. So you have to make sure that you're twisting at each turn. So now we're going to get started. And what I'm doing is I'm going to have a tail, and I'm going to start my tail in my, you can do it several ways. You can make a tail separate from your bow, or you can put a bow in your, you can put a tail in your bow as you're making it. So I'm going to do it all at once. So what I'm going to do is go down with my ribbon. I'm going to try and put it where you can get a good view. Okay. So this part is going to be my tail. Okay. So I have that sticking out. And you can have your tail as long or as short as you want it. Okay, so I just set that straight in. Okay, so what I want to do when I first go in is I want to twist it, then put it in. Okay, and I'm twisting it because when I come back to this side, I want the front of my bow to be visible. Okay, I want the front of my loop to be visible. Okay, this is one-sided, so this part is very important. So now when I go to the next side, I want to twist and take it down again. Okay, so now I have this one side here where I have my shiny side showing. Okay, I've twisted it again, so now I'm on this other side. I'm going to do the same thing. Okay, it's twisted. I'm going to make sure that my shiny side is up, and I'm going to twist it again before I go down. Okay, and if you want, you can measure your loops, but the way I do it is I measure it like this. Just pull them both over. Okay, and I do it like that. But you don't have to, you know, have it exact. It's just up to you. If you want to have a ruler and measure each the size of each loop, then if that makes you comfortable, then you can do that. But I'm not going to measure it. I didn't measure it when I did it by hand. So I just did an eye measure, really. Just eye it and go with that. Now I'm going to go with my second loop. Twist before I go down. Okay. So I'm just going to keep pulling it until I get about the length of the other one on the other side. And just be patient, getting your little wrinkles out. Okay, so I think this might be even here. Okay, so let me get all my other ribbon out the way here. And I always put a little stick pin in my ribbon to keep it orderly. And this gold ribbon just has glitter everywhere, but I absolutely love it. I have to vacuum glitter up sometimes. It'd be so much. But it's not as bad as the glitter ribbon that you might find at Dollar Tree. It's not that bad. But there will be some droplets of glitter. If you're using, well, this glitter ribbon came from Sam's Club. Okay, so I'm going to put these up. And we're going to finish our little process here. Okay, so now we have 3 loops on the left, 3 on the right. We have a tail on the left and a tail on the right. So now what I'm going to do is this bow wire that I use, that I put down in my bow maker. The end that has the loop on it, this end here, I'm going to slide these 2 loose ends into it like so. I'm going to pull my bow up, bring my bow wire, bring it together. Let me see if I can have where you can see it. Bring my bow wire together so they meet. Put the 2 over into the loop. Press down and pull up. Press the ribbon down, pull up the bow wire with the other hand. Bring it all the way out, keeping the bow wire tight as possible so you can keep your shape tight as many times as you need to. Okay, I tie mine's always 2 or 3 times. 1 is never enough. So I tie that just to make sure everything stays the way I have it. I want this form to stay until I get it over my gift basket and start to shape it. Okay, so this is what I have so far. Here are my 2 tails. Here are my 3 loops here. Here are my 3 loops here. All right, so, and I'm going to slide it down some because I have one side is a little bit longer. And sometimes if you have that, any movement or sliding, the best time is to move your bow wire is while it's in this form. You can slide it one way or the other, okay? It shouldn't be a problem. Because I'm going to slide mine down some. Move the bow maker, and we're going to get our gift basket back. I'm going to put our gift basket here, and I'm going to take this extra bow wire, and I'm going to bring it around the closure of the gift. I'm going to tie about three 3 knots back here, and I'm going to cut off the excess bow wire. Okay, so now I have my ribbon that's ready to be formed in the shape that I want it in. Okay. You can keep them together if you want, or you can take them apart. Both of these ribbons are wired, so they will hold the shape on its own, but I'm going to keep it doubled. And then I'm going to add my little holiday sprig to it. And I'm also going to cut the tails in a little design pattern. Okay, I'm going to cut the tails here. Okay, it looks like one is a little bit longer. I try to get the tails as even as I can. They don't have to be perfect, but if you can make them as even as possible, that does look better. And I'm gonna just cut each one at a time. Sometimes I'll cut 2, but this one is a little bit wider, so I'm gonna cut them separate. Okay, so that's that side. Now I'm going to get this side. Let's cut this gold one first. And we're going to get this red one. And I love this iridescent red ribbon. It is gorgeous. Okay, so I have that little dip in both of them. I always like to put little crinkles in my tails. Okay, now we're going to proceed with the sprig. And this one is big enough to where I could use the entire sprig for this one. Okay. And with the sprig, what I do is I take glue dots and I glue them on the back, and then just simply add it to the center. So that's what I'm going to do. I have my glue dots here. Okay, so I'm going to add my sprig here. Okay, then I want to add my beautiful flower in the center. I wish I had a gold flower, that would be pretty, but I'm going to stick with the red that I have. So I'm going to cut. And what I do with the flower, I just put glue dots on the back as well. And then I'm going to adhere this to the sprig. So the sprig goes on the plastic bag. And the flower goes on the sprig. Okay, put one more dot. Okay, I'm going to glue that on. Okay, guys, so this is our finished product. Let me get my little turntable. I think it came out beautiful, guys. This will make a nice gift. A nice gift. All right, guys. Thank you for joining me in this video. I hope you enjoy it. I hope it gives you some ideas if you're making gift baskets as well for the holidays. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe.